this is what immä wants to represent. It wants to represent the people behind all those projects and like inspire the ones of us that yet need to find the inspiration or motivation to do the things that we actually want to do, to find the freedom within this world that is not that hard. It's really hard, but it's not that hard, and if you put your mind to it, then you can do it, you know. Hi and cheers everyone. You've clicked on the video working 3 jobs to achieve financial freedom, so I'm guessing you're wanting to achieve financial freedom. And I do too. So here we are, and this page is meant to follow a bit the behind the scenes of all the steps taken by the brand that I'm building, which is called immä Concept to be exact. Immä means always in German, which leads me to the next point, that I am German. Well, I am half French, half German, growing up in Germany. And long story short, I did an apprenticeship in the hotel industry to later travel with that knowledge. So basically I worked winter seasons in Switzerland and Austria. I went to do a working holiday in Australia for a whole year, and I worked in different cities along that time. So like living there for 3 or 4 months, finding a job in restaurants, cafeterias, and ended up falling into specialty coffee. Well, just generally the world of coffee, and meeting a lot of Spanish people. That is very random, but like it just made me want to move to Spain eventually. So before doing that, I did travel Asia, because that's what one does when they go to Australia. After or before you go to Asia. So I went to Bali and Vietnam and Thailand for 3 months in total, and then went back, chilled a bit at home, and decided, all right, so we're doing this now, right? So we're moving to Spain. Mind you ask, that was the beginning of 2020. What hit in 2020? We're not talking about that, but it made me stay here longer than I thought I would. I was planning to be here for 3 months, learn the language, and then bounce to Latin America to do more or less what I had been doing before, living in different cities and working there, and keep going on that road. But it all kind of shook us, didn't it? So I went down a whole rabbit hole of jobs and possibilities that existed on this earth that I didn't know about before. Like, I learned the basics of business, which I had no clue about before. I got introduced way more into politics, which I didn't really care about before, and now don't understand how I couldn't. And just made me see all these possibilities that exist in the world, that meant not needing to be working in hospitality for the rest of my life, because let's be honest, it's fun, but it's not lucrative or rewarding enough to be done a whole life, aside from the fact that it's draining and tiring. So finding a way out of that was like my main goal by 2022, because I had worked in one of the most renowned coffee shops here in Madrid for almost 2 years, and then got offered a job to work in advertisement as like the right hand of a director in the organization of the projects, which I took without thinking about it twice. Like, I mean, I obviously thought about it, but it was clear that it was one way out of that and giving me a lot more time for the things that I wanted to do, because it was project-based, which in the beginning I enjoyed a lot, until I realized like, well, fuck, I kind of need to make money a different way too, right? So this is when panic sets in, and I'm like, all right, let's find any way. And I just went into the internet, and I don't know if you guys realized yet, but the internet is fucking big. It's freaking big, and it's very intimidating, and everyone is already doing something. So you go down searching where to start and what to start, and the only thing that I knew is that I had started to plan immä as a concept from 2020 on already, and it had been an idea in my mind since long before that. But to actually sit down and do that work is a bit more difficult than it sounds. So here I am, realizing that I have this nice job that I really enjoy doing, but that isn't taking up much of my time, and also not covering all the costs that I have. So I'm looking to find a second job which is working at a coffee shop, but now I'm only doing it on weekends to like better up the thing where like I have to pay rent and eat sometimes. Ugh. And through the whole coffee scene, which very much is a community, I also have a friend that is working for events and working very closely with roasters and accessories within the coffee industry. So I'm helping her out sometimes on managing those events and just generally organizing things for her in the background. So those are the 3 jobs. I'm doing the advertisement thing that is project based. I am doing the weekend hours at the coffee shop, and I'm working on these event projects that come in every now and then, but it's not really stable either, which is still leaving some room, like maybe not, but like I'm cramming it in for Project Immä, which we're gonna be seeing most of here. And I want to present to you all the things that I have learned in the past year about this whole online space, creators, affiliate marketing, sponsored content and all that jazz that I am not yet living myself, but I am planning to, and you're joining that process if you like. So I just watched back the content and I realized I didn't really explain to you at all what Project Immä is about. So Immä is a space about content creators, like not content creators in the sense of purely influencers, but content creators in artists, photographers, videographers, cinematographic, and also like ceramics and just creation in general. Like if you're on any platform whatsoever showing what you have to give or what you're passionate about or what you're living and want to show the world, this is what Immä wants to represent. It wants to represent the people behind all those projects and like inspire the ones of us that yet need to find the inspiration or motivation to do the things that we actually want to do, to find the freedom within this world that is not that hard. It's really hard, but it's not that hard. And if you put your mind to it, then you can do it, you know? So anything that you will put effort in for the long run and that you're passionate about and that you do with honesty and purity will work out. And I mean, if you don't believe that, that's fine, but I just want to cling on to that because the thought of staying within the hamster wheel or whatever you want to call it is just making me sick to my stomach. I have no intention of working my entire life just to serve someone else to make the money. It's just about living, you know? It's just, if someone would gift me 2,000 euros every month for the simple sake of being alive, then I wouldn't want to work 40 hours for something that doesn't fully capture me. And I understand that it's kind of a utopic thought to just be spending your waking hours doing something you like. Everything that you like will always include something that you don't enjoy as much and things that you have to work through and that are going to be hard and that are going to suck and that are going to want to make you quit. But in the end, if it's yours, if you're the one that's putting that effort in, if you're the one that wants to do this and you're doing it for your own financial freedom to be able to spend your time however you feel like, then I think that is the best investment ever. So yeah, this is Project Immä, and Immä does not only include other creators, but I'm feeling like I can slowly grow into being that creator that I admire in other people. I made some ceramics last year and I really enjoyed the process, and I'm drawing digital maps, which I'm also really enjoying doing. Basically everything that feels like meditating while creating it, I have been loving. But if I don't get eyeballs on it, then nobody's gonna buy it from me. Kind of forced into monetizing the platforms, right? And that is not meant to be a pure money-making process. I just want to give you value for you to grow through that value too. I want to present to you the ways that I find why my Instagram potentially eventually grows, or how I managed to make the ceramics business grow, and everything is within immä. Immä is just the concept that for me unifies it all. It is showing all the creators and artists that exist out there, and me wanting to kind of blend into that space too and show what I have to create, and in the meantime hopefully it making me enough money to be able to live from it and to let go of the other jobs in the amount that I'm having to do them, because not everything is about needing to work. Like, I want to enjoy my time on this freaking planet. I want to sit on the beach and sip on a piña colada. Don't you? I want to. All right, I think that is more or less the description of it, or at least I hope I kind of brought it through. And that would be it for this video. So follow me along for the ride. Let's see where we go. If you're simply interested in the different creators, give the Instagram a follow and check it out, or not, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.